The following is the final match in the King of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, representing Imperium, the Ring General, Gunther.
On a personal note, this matchup means a great deal to me. The year was 1994. My father took my younger brother and I to Baltimore, Maryland, which was the site of the King of the Ring tournament. Your winner that night, your king, Owen Hart. I was in the last row of Baltimore Arena. Now I've got the best seat in the house next to you, getting ready to watch the two best professional wrestlers on God's green earth lock horns for the right to become king.
Gunther held the Intercontinental Championship for a record 666 days. At one time, he was the NXT UK champion for 870 days. 2 title reigns, 1,500 days as champion. Pretty incredible what this man has accomplished so far in his career. But tonight he's in the ring against one of the all-time greats.
I would never, ever suggest betting against the Ring General. So tonight, I just didn't place a bet.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 275 pounds, the Gunther, Randy Orton.
You know, Corey, Randy Orton is a 14-time world champion. Only a couple of men have held the championship more times than that man.
It sounds to me like Lyon, France started a bit of a trend, Cole.
Randy has also held the Intercontinental title, the United States Championship, a 4-time tag team champion. He's won the Money in the Bank contract. He is a 2-time Royal Rumble winner. But there is one prize that has evaded Randy Orton in his entire soon-to-be Hall of Fame career, and that is the King of the Ring. Randy has never held that crown.
I'm very curious about what is going on at this very moment in the mind of Gunther. Randy knows exactly what he's doing. Randy's playing mind games. Are they effective? Is Gunther feeling the WWE Universe here in Jeddah serenading Randy? Is that getting in Gunther's head? Is it firing him up? We'll find out.
I have never once seen Gunther intimidated.
Less than 24 hours removed from a grueling semi-final battle that Randy had to endure with Tama Tonga of the Bloodline on SmackDown to earn this opportunity. You would have to imagine Gunther going to be the fresher of the two competitors tonight.
This is the 23rd King of the Ring tournament. The first was held in 1985. The first king to be crowned, Don Muraco. 12 WWE Hall of Famers have been King of the Ring. 9 have been world champions. And the winner of this match tonight earns a championship opportunity at SummerSlam.
Well, we use the word methodical a lot in this game, but I don't know if I've ever seen a better example of methodical movement than we are witnessing right now out of the Viper. Randy is forcing Gunther to wait. Randy is operating on his own time.
Only one time in the history of King of the Ring was the winner awarded an opportunity at a world championship, and that took place at SummerSlam in 2002, where the King of the Ring, Brock Lesnar, would go on to win the world title. That opportunity is afforded again to one of these two men. Will it be Orton? Will it be Gunther? Which man will be crowned the King of the Ring? Gunther has never changed his expression. He has stoically looked on at Randy Orton through this entire entrance. He does not seem bothered. He does not seem concerned. He does not seem thrown off by any of this.
Gunther has competed against quite literally the best around the globe. Some Hall of Famers on many continents. This may be Gunther's first time in this particular environment dealing with the Viper, Randy Orton. But I assure you, Gunther is approaching tonight as just another day in the Ring General's office.
Maybe Gunther truly is what we've said he is, a machine. Dan Engler is the official in this matchup. The reigning King of the Ring is Xavier Woods. He could not compete because of injury in this tournament. I'm sure he's looking on to see which man will now wear the crown. Gunther on your left, Orton on your right. Big fight feel, big fight atmosphere here tonight in Jeddah. One of the greatest of all time against a man who may one day be the greatest of all time. Collar and elbow tie-up to start things off in this matchup tonight. Maybe a bit of a feeling out process early on.
You can see in the opening moments, both men sizing one another up, just surveying the scene, trying to get a picture of what this matchup is going to look like. How is it going to unfold? Right now, we are at a stalemate on the collar and elbow tie-up between Orton and Gunther.
You know, the word dream match is thrown around a lot. I don't think in this particular scenario, because Orton and Gunther is a match that so many have wanted to see, and for the first time ever, they square off here tonight.
Randy has whipped this crowd into a frenzy. Hostile territory for the Ring General.
And when we talk about history and the historic consequences of this match, Corey. Think about it for Randy Orton. He's been here for many, many years. There may not be many more opportunities, just ask AJ Styles, for a chance at a world championship. Orton's at 14 world titles. He still has an outside shot to tie Ric Flair and John Cena for the most of all time. That's what winning tonight means for Orton. Get an opportunity for another title chance at SummerSlam.
Absolutely correct. The Viper understands the magnitude of the situation. Look at that, Orton mixing it up with Gunther in the corner.
Yeah, but not intimidated at all. That's the thing about Gunther. He's not going to back down. You're not going to scare this man.
No.
This crowd is electric. And again, Gunther now working on the arm of Orton.
This is a smart strategy by both of these superstars. No one taking on any unnecessary risks in the early goings of the match. I assure you, both men are waiting, praying for the other to make that fatal first mistake.
Well, it's respect.
Correct.
Knowing how each man is so dangerous, how they can quickly end a match. Orton with this sudden impact offense. Gunther can literally just beat you down. And now Orton goes to work on the arm of Gunther. Corey mentioned it earlier, Randy Orton can play the mind games with the best of them.
Randy also possesses the technical know-how, perhaps not at the level of Gunther, but it's a great strategy by Orton to target the arm, particularly the right arm of the ring general, if for no other reason than to mitigate the damage inflicted by Gunther's chops.
Oh my goodness.
Because they're coming. You haven't seen one yet, but I promise you, they're coming. This is a special atmosphere, Cole. Something feels different in the Superdome just in the past few minutes. Something has changed.
Well, I think the WWE fans obviously backing Orton, and they obviously understand they may be starting to get under the skin of Gunther as well. And still, both men feeling each other out. Side headlock by Orton.
And Cole, I would be prepared for a marathon tonight. Both of these men, have the stamina in their gas tanks to take this match all night if that's what it means to be king.
Randy putting the pressure on Gunther. Showing him who's boss early on. Gunther trying to rake the eyes. Orton sent across the ring. Shoulder tackle. Gunther's down. Orton now, nice side headlock takedown, and again controls Gunther on the mat.
No wasted motion from either man. Orton very concisely taking Gunther down, and now can spend time in this side headlock. It's going to wear the ring general down, but it also allows Randy the time and the patience he needs to strategize, to plan, to figure out his next move, maybe his next 3 or 4.
Sellout crowd in Jeddah, loving it, loving this event. Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring moments ago. One of these two men will become king.
Gunther now trying to find a way out of Orton's side headlock. And Randy's got a vice-like grip right now.
Explain to those of us who don't understand what this is doing to Gunther right now.
So above all, it's frustrating Gunther, because Gunther realizes that he can't do much of anything until he escapes Randy's side headlock. From Randy's perspective, you put that forearm bone along the cheekbone of your opponent, along the ear, you can cauliflower an ear, you can really do a lot of damage that is painful. You're probably not going to win a match with a side headlock, but you can hurt your opponent in a bad, bad way.
Well, you're also showing who's boss, right?
Correct. It's about establishing dominance in the early moments. That all plays into the frustration that Gunther's...
Oh, Gunther frustrated, cheap shot, as the official was backing him off, and there's the first chop of the matchup, which woke Randy up a little bit.
And that might not have been what Gunther wanted to do.
And another chop by Gunther. That's smarted. Just an angry individual. And Randy's still staring at him, and now he blocks the chop. Enough of the games. How about a right hand? And another one by Orton. And Randy backing Gunther into the corner. And an uppercut. And another one by the Viper. And Gunther turns it around. And that one right on the jaw stunned Orton and dropped him to a knee.
I don't know if these uppercuts from Orton didn't have the same effect as the chop did, delivered by Gunther. It woke the European up.
And an uppercut dropped Gunther to the mat. Bought Randy a little time to catch his breath and now unload again.
Orton with another sharp right hand between the eyes of the ring general. Let's not kid ourselves, Michael Cole. Randy Orton never afraid to bend a few rules, if not break them clean in half.
Oh, Gunther, though, sending Randy back to the middle of the ring, and now sending Randy up, maybe looking for a power bomb. Oh, RKO! Gunther just got out of the way.
Gunther knows he just narrowly avoided disaster, but look at Randy. I don't know if it's the hip, perhaps the lower back that was surgically repaired, maybe the knee that's been bothering
and
Randy.
You see Gunther saw it, he targeted it, now Gunther's on the attack, and Randy could be in deep, deep trouble here.
Exactly what we have learned to expect from the ring general. Gunther played it safe until he saw the opening and jumped right through it.
Yeah, he's a great white that smells the blood in the water. And now he can punish and torture Randy Orton. And this is where Gunther is so effective. Slow the match down, little wasted motion. Everything you do is done with malice. Just like that.
Movement means something. Every punch has purpose. Every kick is one closer to the finish line.
And you mentioned at the top of this match, feeling out your opponent, hoping that someone makes that one mistake. Randy may have made it, went early for the RKO, and Gunther moved out of harm's way.
Well, you can't blame Randy. I mean, that maneuver, the RKO, has been the Viper's bread and butter for the duration of most of his career.
And now Orton back in the fight, but Gunther turns it around.
Of course you want to take that best shot.
Oh, goodness, that just dropped Randy.
That was like a frying pan to the heart out of nowhere. Those lethal knife-edge chops of the ring general have to be felt to be truly appreciated. And I myself have never been that unlucky.
Orton in a bad way here. Again, listen. Oh.
No audio on that replay, but watch the reverberations of Gunther's hand across Randy's pec muscles.
And Gunther says it's only a matter of moments before I'm king, and I placed the crown on my head, and I get a championship opportunity at SummerSlam. Randy Orton's hurting, Corey. Randy Orton is hurting bad. He can't even bank it back to his feet, trying to drag himself away from Gunther to the corner.
It all came down to Gunther playing it safe, to waiting for his moment, waiting for the precise opportunity to present itself. It did, and now the ring general is having his way with a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Randy Orton, who's all banged up. Of course, the neck issues, the back issues, the issues with the knee. Randy Orton nowhere near 100% tonight after the bloodline situation last night on Friday Night SmackDown. Gunther knows that, and now he's punishing Randy. He's torturing Randy. What would it mean to the ring general to get a veteran like Orton to tap out in this environment?
Oh my God, Cole, you already know the answer to that. It would mean the world. It would mean exponentially more to be able to force Randy Orton to submit to become king. Gunther may reign forever.
Wasn't too long ago, Randy was out of action for a year and a half with injury. And now look at Gunther just wearing Orton down.
And look at this seamless transition from body part to body part. Gunther had the standing abdominal stretch, now focusing on the shoulder of Randy Orton after spending a few seconds as we see the bruises already beginning to form on the skin of Randy Orton.
And that was the point I was making earlier, Corey. The thing about Gunther is little wasted motion. He never wastes anything. Everything he does is done with purpose. Orton back to his feet, and the situation is starting to get a bit desperate now for Randy. Oh, backbreaker, knee to the spine, cover by Gunther, forces Orton to kick out. That's a big cover. Whether Gunther thought he was going to get him there or not, it forced Randy to kick out with the back.
You're absolutely right, Cole, and I would bet my bottom dollar that Gunther didn't believe that was going to end the match. Gunther knows we're going to keep inflicting damage on the weakened areas of Randy Orton. We're going to force Randy to exert as much energy as physically possible. We could be here a while.
And when you talk about exerting energy, look at Gunther. He's exerting no energy now. He is completely in his space, in his zone. He's systematically picking Orton apart.
Absolutely right, and a body slam. A classic, nothing fancy, but extremely effective.
Listen, I love Sami Zayn, and I'm never going to take anything away from his win at WrestleMania, but I still believe to this day it was a fluke, because Gunther is unbelievable. He's unbeatable in many, many situations, and I think we may see that again here tonight.
I couldn't agree any more than I already do, Michael Cole. I was there ringside with you. I'm still in disbelief it happened. It's against my instinct at this point to not refer to Gunther as the champion, as the Intercontinental Champion.
But I think maybe losing the title made Gunther hungrier than he's ever been before.
I think you may be right. And one of the all-time greats, Randy Orton, is experiencing that firsthand in the ring right now.
Blocked, tried for his own suplex. Gunther able to block as well. Orton bad back and all, trying to get Gunther up, and that could be a reason for not being able to pull it off, but now he does.
Seesaw battle with the Viper finally getting the upper hand, but what can Randy do with it?
It has been a true pleasure and joy of my career to be able to call so many matches of Randy Orton. He continues to get better. He continues to stay hungry. He continues to still want to be champion. Missed wildly that time. Gunther with a, oh my God.
Oh.
Randy though with a clothesline. Shook off the chop. And another clothesline. Randy ducks underneath. Oh, man.
Gunther has done his homework, and Randy clutching at his knee again.
Yeah.
Oh! That may have done it.
Cover now by Gunther to try to win this matchup in a kick out. I'm not quite sure, unless you saw it, what happened to Randy's knee.
I would have to imagine when Randy attempted to pivot for the snap power slam, he probably tweaked the damaged knee.
Well, first off, let's show you the chop. Look at this. Oh, my goodness.
See the sweat fly, the flesh reverberate. Here we go.
I want to watch here. There was the clothesline.
Moments before.
Gunther almost put Randy away, but I'm curious to what Randy did to the knee, and you may be right on the pivot.
I think Gunther knew full well that Randy was going to attempt the snap power slam. To your point, vintage Randy Orton. And Gunther knew what was coming, stopped Randy, and I think this is wear and tear on Randy's knee over the last several weeks.
You see the knee heavily taped. The left knee of Orton. Randy now backing Gunther into the corner. Now Randy's got to go into survival mode.
There it is!
And there's the power slam. But Gunther wisely rolls toward the ropes. And it didn't seem like Randy had as much torque as he usually gets, or as much snap as he usually gets on that power slam.
You're right, Cole, because he didn't. Randy Orton does not have use of both legs right now. That's going to affect a lot of his offense, if not all of it.
Randy dragging himself across the ring. He's got Gunther draped, though, on the second rope. Orton, vintage Orton, that draping DDT, but again favoring the knee, and Randy not able to go into the cover.
Yeah, but Randy's not sweating it yet. You can almost see the confidence building inside of the Apex Predator.
Randy back to his feet, looking to feed off this sold-out house in Jeddah. And Corey, I think Randy Orton may be going to that place where he hears the voices in his head. Stalking Gunther. Randy's in position. Orton looks for an RKO. Gunther able to counter. Gunther now with a slam of his own.
The ring general now thinking about making the climb to the top turnbuckle.
Randy's halfway across the ring. Gunther lost his balance, still hit the splash. Here's the cover. Randy kicked out.
Wow.
How the hell did Gunther survive? He slipped on the top rope.
Let's be honest with ourselves. We got to start giving Gunther the athletic credit he deserves. The guy is a freak, and he's climbing to the top rope yet again. Orton survived one. He won't survive this.
Gunther had to roll out of that. Oh, KO! On a Randy trying to drag himself toward the cover. Randy Orton, bad knee, bad back, bad neck. Crawls to the cover, and Gunther rolls out of harm's way.
Listen, it's not gonna make a lot of people happy. It wasn't an exciting counter, but it was brilliant as we look again. Watch Randy.
Right there, you were right, on the pivot.
And then Randy here after Gunther would miss this epic splash. RKO. And again, great situational awareness from the ring general. Gunther always knows where he is, rolling under the bottom rope.
You see Randy's face? Randy was upset. He hit the RKO.
I'm watching Randy's eyes, and he's looking our way, and that doesn't bode well.
Randy's chest is a mess. Following the chops.
All yours, sir.
Oh, Randy Orton. And Gunther dropped right on our announce table. Our monitors have been destroyed. Randy Orton is ticked off now. And again, Gunther dropped right on our announce table, writhing and screaming in pain.
Randy slithering back inside of the ring to force referee Dan Engler to break his count. Great situational awareness by the veteran Orton.
Yeah, but Gunther driving Randy in the bad back into the apron. How smart was that by Gunther?
It was beyond brilliant, but that's what
Oh my goodness!
makes Gunther the ring general. His in-ring IQ is absolutely unmatched.
Gunther is never out of a fight. Neither is Orton. And indeed, this is awesome.
Orton will be out of it after this one.
Randy Orton, Gunther up top. Randy
Uh-oh.
Orton sets Gunther down.
Brutal back body drop, countering the power bomb.
And now Gunther. Randy Orton again, drops Gunther on the table again. A third time. Gunther understanding the wrath of the Viper. Randy with Gunther.
Yeah, but Randy's hurt, Cole.
Gunther's hurt too.
I agree, but Randy at this point struggling to even get back into the ring.
Randy up to the apron, trying to drag himself back into this match. And Gunther meets him! Right to the knee! Right to the bad knee! Gunther with a drop kick to the bad knee.
Again, Gunther recognized the tiniest of openings and made sure to exploit it.
And did you hear just the air come out of this crowd? As soon as Gunther went to the knee and Randy went down, the air just came out of this place. They realized Randy may be done for.
Hey, I mean, absolutely killed the energy inside of the Jeddah Superdome. That's what Randy wanted, was the energy behind him. This is what Gunther wants. Take the crowd out of it.
Looking for the half crab, which not only hurts the knee, but it's going to hurt the back.
Correct.
Double whammy on Randy Orton here.
And notice how Gunther has Randy's right leg trapped with his own leg. So there we go, a little bit more weaving had to be done by Orton to escape.
Yeah, Randy...
just the little fundamental things Gunther is so good at.
Well, you said it earlier, Corey, the two best professional wrestlers on the planet. There's no doubt about that. And Gunther again, just forcing Randy Orton to suffer through this pain, this madness.
Randy desperately grasping for the bottom rope, but there's a good 3 or 4 feet to cover before the Viper gets there. Able to kick Gunther off for the moment. But
again, creating separation. But how much does Randy have left? How can he stand? He doesn't have a knee, he doesn't have a back.
Gunther about to finish the job.
Oh, now he's
back into the half crab submission. Randy, let's enjoy the rest of Randy's Hall of Fame career.
Referee Dan Engler's right there. Will Randy Orton give up to what has been a display of power and punishment by the ring general?
But Randy, unfortunately, knows what it means and how bad it hurts to be away from this game for a year and a half due to injury. Randy touched the bottom rope.
And now trying to fight out of this situation here.
Randy cannot afford another injury.
RKO again from out of nowhere. Orton with a chance. Randy to the cover. Randy's king of the ring. Oh my goodness. Wow. Randy Orton and the knee cost him this match. Randy hit the RKO, Corey. The problem was he couldn't use the knee for any leverage. He couldn't plant the knee, which would aid him in the cover, and Gunther would take advantage.
And it just goes to show you how sudden the ring general is. Randy paused for a fraction of a second to wince from the pain in his knee after delivering the RKO, and in the tiniest of windows, the ring general snuck in like a thief in the night and robbed the Viper of the crown.
What an absolute battle between one of the greatest of all time and a guy who's on his way. Randy Orton and Gunther for the king of the ring. First chop after chop. This is absolutely incredible. Randy Orton's chest was beat to hell.
Randy's chest looks more like hamburger meat than it does his chest right now. Here's where Orton looked for the power slam, and this ultimately could have been the final straw. Tweaking his knee, allowing Gunther to deliver a thunderous lariat and nearly end it there.
And then this was the first RKO. The problem was Randy was so banged up, neck, back, knee, he couldn't capitalize and get into the cover quickly enough.
But as Orton fought through the pain, he would turn the tides back in his favor and continue to punish the ring general inside and outside of the ring.
So let's talk about this sequence now. There's the RKO. Now watch Randy's bad leg. He can't plant it. He can't use it for leverage. He can't even put it on the mat, and Gunther attacks it.
Gunther always aware of the situation with a shot to the knee. Randy, wait a minute, Cole. I'd love to get another angle of that pinfall attempt. But right now, the moment belongs to Gunther.
Well, you can officially call him the King General.
Here is your winner, the new King of the Ring General, Gunther!
You can't say that Gunther does not deserve the honor, does not deserve the crown. A hard-fought battle by the ring general.
Gunther, congratulations, sir. You were confident you were going to become king of the ring, and you have now achieved that goal. How does it feel to be king?
Thank you. That's very nice, but what I do or do not deserve is none of yours business. Matter of fact is, it feels great to be the king of the ring. It feels even better by defeating Randy Orton in the finals. So what happened today? What happened today was the apex predator became the prey for the Ring General. The Ring General became the king of the ring. And at SummerSlam, I'm gonna become the world heavyweight champion.
All right now, Damian Priest is the World Heavyweight Champion on Monday Night Raw. Good luck. The Ring General's coming to Cleveland.
Best thing that ever happened in that town, Cole.
What an incredible match between Randy Orton and Gunther.
All hail King Gunther.